So this video is for lesson 3.2 of the mid-chapter 3 review. Starting out with number 1, we are adding, and we want to add anything that has a like term. So you can just simply highlight anything that matches. This one doesn't have a quadratic. This one's linear. And this one is a constant. It doesn't also have a match. So if you wanted to see this more like a vertical thing, you can write the first one kind of on the top. You don't have a quadratic, so you can use 0 if you want to. And then underneath, I'm going to write the second one. I'm going to match up the cubics together. I have 4x squared on the second one. And that's a 1 in front of that x, and then I have a constant. And if you want to, you can put a 0 up there as well. And just draw a line and add straight down. So this is 1x to the third. You don't need the 1. And then that'll be 4x squared minus 5x plus 2. So if you're adding, simply just combine your like terms, add the coefficients. Your exponents don't change. You're not changing the shape of anything. So easy peasy. So on question number 2, that is not addition. This is subtraction. And what you need to do is you need to change this to addition. So instead of subtracting, what you're going to do is you're going to add the opposite. Okay? So underneath this section right here, I'm going to write the opposite. So I'm going to put positive 5x to the third minus 9x minus 3. Everything you're subtracted, so everything in that group has to be the opposite. Then I'm just going to go ahead and drop down exactly what I see here in the first group, because that's what I started with. And then I'm going to go through and highlight things that are like terms. Okay. So it looks like I have just a single 5x to the third here. I'm going to mark it out because I'm done with it. Then I have a quadratic term. It's gone. I can add 2 and negative 9. That makes negative 7x. And then for my constants, I have 14 minus 3. That's going to give me a positive 11. So if you have a subtraction problem, make sure that you add the opposite. So in question number 3, I'm multiplying. And I know I'm multiplying because you can tell there is no space between the groups. If I want to multiply polynomials, the easiest thing to do is to create an area model. Now this is a 3 by 2. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to go ahead and make a 2 by 3, but you do whatever you feel like you want to do. So this is 2x minus 1, so I'm going to put 2x minus 1 here, and then 3x squared, and this is 1x minus 2. So if you want a color code, this is what it looks like. Now my result is going to be everything in the box, but I do have to add like terms, okay? So multiply row and column. Okay, I've got everything here, but it looks like I've got like terms in these diagonals, which is normal. And we're going to go ahead and add everything together. Final answer, 6x to the third minus 1x squared minus 5x plus 2. So question number 4, it looks like it would be straightforward and simple. It is not exactly that. What you want to do is you want to multiply the first 2 together. So when you multiply that, you're going to get a trinomial, and then you have to multiply again. All right, so this is a 2-step problem. It's very important later on in this chapter. So I'm going to immediately do a 2 by 2. It doesn't matter which one you put top or to the side. So I'm going to put x minus 3 here and x plus 2 on the top. So if you want a color code, this is how it goes. Okay, multiply. All right, I wound up with x squared, add your diagonal together, negative 1x minus 6. So this is now going to become x squared minus 1x minus 6. You got to drop this down, and now it looks like question number 3. So the second thing that you have to do is multiply these two. So I'm going to create a 3 by 2 or a 2 by 3. I'm going to do 2 by 3 because it fits. Okay, so I'm going to put x minus 1 here and x squared minus 1x minus 6 here. Just be really careful at your signs. Make sure all of your signs match up. Now this is going to give me my final answer here. Just very carefully make sure that you, where did it go? Make sure you're checking your work as you go. Okay, so now that I have everything filled out, I can go ahead and write my final answer. So I have x to the third here. Add these two together. I can go ahead and just highlight them for you. So that's going to be negative 2x squared. This is going to be minus 5x, and finish it out with a plus 6. Final answer.